Alrighty, we are live, Master Peter, and a very unusual
Think you have a
Wednesday evening with with World Chess League.live coming to the fore.
What a treat and surprise this was. I was all set to have a quiet evening, and then Andrew frantically messaged me saying that there's a stream on tonight. So my own tournament, which I didn't even know. But very happy to be covering this. And so we have Petts Wood and Orpington versus Warwick University. And this is a big match because in the context of the league, both teams are on 6.5 points. You need 8 points to qualify, and there's only 2 games left. So if either team loses this game, they're out. What we hope doesn't happen is that both teams play an agreed draw, which would keep them alive. They'd be on 7 out of 9 points going into the final round. But a win for either team just puts them half a point away from qualifying for the playoffs. And they're both strong sides. Just before we have the anthems, I'll just quickly tell you a little bit about the players and who is who. So Petts Wood and Orpington, managed by Captain John Cook, a great guy who I met, who is in his later years, but is a terrific organizer. And they have Gold Fleet, who is Aditya Verma, and he is he's 19 years old and had a terrific record in this competition. He's been British champion in various age groups, and he beat a GM twice in the last round. But Petts Wood and Orpington lost 6-2 to Chess Club Politica. No shame in that. Petts Wood themselves were founded in 1964. Orpington Chess Club was founded 70 years earlier, in 1894, and the club's merged in 2000. Petts Wood and Orpington won the Kent Championship the first time in 2018. They got lots and lots of strong juniors, but also some older players as well. We see that Berkeley signed up, a player that Andrew knows well, Lawrence Ball. He's English, but was president of the South African Chess Federation around 2005. And he's been a former mayor of Swanley in Kent, which is in the southeast of England. He's been that twice. Just kind of have a look at what other players are there. No, it's just supposed to. Right, on the Warwick team, you've got Max Turner. These are present students, by the way. So Max Turner, that's Phoenix, the CM. And you have Federico Rocco, who's on board. Board 1 currently. We should have Sam Chow joining, who's an FM, and Oscar Pollock. Great. Andrew, why don't you whack on the anthems?
Yes, let's get into the anthems while we wait for the 8 minutes of 5 minutes of the quick panic stations.
Have you done the reading for the lecture?
Quite a bit, to be honest. What about you?
Same.
Alright guys, in today's vlog I'm going to be sharing 3 tips for how you can boost your productivity at university.
It's Tierra, well done.
So, I want to make a comment about how I can calculate KSP at 5-6 hug. Yes, go to a good.
Bow, go. From the beginning, please.
head through the doors. Enjoy the show, guys.
welcoming Miles Lee all the way from New York. Thank you, Miles, for joining us at short notice. As you can see, lots of good players here, so better him than me. Just to say that Teaching has just joined for Petts Wood. Teaching is Brendan Keenan, 175 years old, English Chess Federation rating. He's a Scot with an Irish name who works for the Bank of England. I'm sure it was a really funny joke, about English and Scotland and Irishman in the bank. OP 8176 is joined from Warwick. That's Oscar Pollock. Warwick University is a good university in the Midlands. The Petts Wood and Orpington short of one player, so yes, here we go. Andrew's favourite UK chess bomber. An incredibly entertaining player to watch. I should try and get his name right.
We're still on anthems.
Well, we still on anthems. God, what's the lag on your stream? It's massive. Oh, for fuck's sake. God. The lag on... Okay.
Maybe it's you.
Maybe it's me. Did you meet me? Can we hear the... Oh, gosh. Alright, I'll be quiet.
Alright, the anthems are finished now.
Okay, right. Great. So yes, UK chess bomb has just joined for Petts Wood, and that's Ara Bumrandan Balaj, who's a British junior champion, and I think you heard the rest. Right, guys, predictions.
2-2 draw.
Andrew, there can't be a 2-2 draw.
I know, 4-4. Let me just be nice.
Yeah, on paper looks pretty close. There's a big rating
on
board 3 though. So yeah, maybe
100 points doesn't matter, just the pawn. And pawns we can draw, Miles. Hello, Miles. How you doing, brother?
I'm good. Yeah, good to see you again.
Yeah, I love it when you're around because I don't have to do all the big deep thinking. I can do all the hacking.
Excellent.
Shall we start on the bottom board today?
Sure, yeah.
Alright. Oh, we got a London system versus an Indian. Okay, alright. Wow.
Yeah.
They are powering
Yeah, this is
upwards.
yeah, so the this kind of double chain shadow is set up for black. It keeps a lot of pieces on the board. A lot fewer exchanges than you would see in some like particular actually in general the London you can keep quite a few pieces on the board, but here black is playing for like a very asymmetric structure. So he's trying to keep some dynamic chances. So he's probably going to go for some e5 idea later on.
Yeah.
And also,
Well, then
yeah.
he's traded the pawn.
Okay.
Well, I think rook c8. Jeez, they are pumping up moves here. I can't even get a thought in sideways here. Oh my gosh. All right, so we've got an e5, and I'm sure that's what black wanted. But again, like rook c8 must have been well, not in the way they're playing, but rook c8 must have been a consideration over rook e8 at one stage.
Yeah. Yeah, well, this makes sense either way, because I think even if you put the rook on the c file, white generally in the London takes with the e pawn on d4 anyway.
Yes.
And since you don't have a knight on c6 ready to jump into b4 or d4 quite quickly to exploit the pin, yeah, I mean the rook is on a more active square on c8, but it doesn't contribute that much directly. So I think I quite like black's choice of going for rook e8 and then this quick exchange in the e4 e7 to e5. Yeah, I think this is a good way to to fight for equality and to get like an unbalanced position. So here the e5 pawn restricts black's bishop on white's bishop on h2, and so yeah, black has a bit more central space. He's played queen c8 queen c7 to bring the rook from a8 to d8 probably. And yeah, black has a fair share of the center. I don't think black is worse here, and he might try.
I think white is playing this a little too slowly. Bishop e3 is definitely a move I would have been considering here. And remember, the knight can always go to d4. It's not a, d4 isn't really protected because of the pin on the queen on e5. But I like the idea of bishop to e3 because then the pawn on e5. Oh, bishop c4. Wow. Bishop c4. So he's looking at knight g5. He wants knight g5 here. He's not even looking at the e5 pawn. He's going, well, you've moved your rooks off the f file. There's a lovely juicy pawn on f7. I'm going to put pressure down there. And the e pawn can't move, which is beautiful.
Yeah, so yeah, there's some knight g5 ideas. I think black will... Oh,
wow.
Yeah, I don't really like this choice from black, but...
I don't think taking that knight with your bishop is a good idea. Because knight takes and I still get knight g5.
Yeah, with white operating in like a more restricted space, it's better for him to... better for black to keep more pieces on the board. But I guess, yeah, I think there's also some point to this. He wants to... yeah, he can probably trade some pieces along the d file and just simplify things a bit.
Well,
but yeah, it's quite interesting why...
After knight takes f3, that e5 pawn is still not loving life. And bear in mind, f7 is weak. Queen b3 is always an option. If he plays h6 to stop the knight from going to g4... thanks Chestnuts for the follow. Really appreciate it. If he plays h6 to stop the knight from going g4... Whoa! What? Whoa, hang on. Hey.
Yeah, this one I did not quite understand. Oh, right, because the bishop on c4 was hanging if knight takes.
Oh, Roger.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, this makes sense.
Yeah, we're back, dude. I'll be back to streaming going forward. So keep a lookout in the channel. The stream is back. We're just doing a little bit of ad hoc because I've got some things that I'm working on in the background, but the stream is back. Yeah, I didn't like g takes because the problem is h6 couldn't be played because queen could take on g6. So the knight going to g5 was definitely looking beautiful. Now I'm not so sure if it's so beautiful.
Yeah. So now, yeah, I think black took the opportunity. He saw the opportunity and he took this chance to double the white f-pots. So now black will be trying to play against this bishop on h2. So he's trying to shut out. So this e pawn shuts out the bishop. If the bishop on h2 doesn't get into the game and doesn't participate, then black should be better. And yeah, we'll see how this game develops. So knight h94. So also heading to this g5 square.
Now you can
So-
play h6. h6 is not a threat, not a danger now. You can play h6 now.
Yeah, h6 makes some sense. I would also consider knight e6.
Oh yes.
Um,
oh yeah.
Yeah, but we do have to check that it works. Tactically, there are some exchanges there. There's an exchange on d8 to be
Yeah.
careful about.
Mm-hmm.
I think it does work though.
Yeah, no, 96 is fine because when you exchange, your queen takes, not the rook takes. Don't take with the
That's
rook.
right.
Take with the
That's
queen.
right.
And then the other problem is, I want to point out, is that you've got the exchange and you've got possibly a move of f5 at some point, kicking the knight away. Ooh, interesting.
Yeah.
I would take with the rook here actually.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I would take with the rook. I would take because I really want. Oh, there it is. There's the rook move.
Yeah. So if rook takes d8, queen takes d8, rook d1, the queen might be able to jump out to the king side to like h4 to attack white's king.
Yeah.
So it looks so yeah, maybe it's better for white to hold this rook exchange and find some other way to improve his position.
Yeah, I think.
So the main issue, yeah.
My volume is super low. Oh, hold on. Scorecard, Andrew. Oh, sorry. There's the scorecard. My bad. Unless the stream. No, it was me. Let me do this, and let me bring this over.
I think you're muted on the Zoom at least, but I can. Okay, cool.
Oh no.
I can hear you now. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, rook d5.
Just give me a second. I have a small dilemma to fix. Camera 1. Just need to fix camera 1 quickly. I'll be right back. Let me do this. Deactivate, activate. Alright. So I just had to, you know what it's like with streams. Every now and again something goes wrong. But okay, we should be back in flying in all colors. Yeah, I'm giving advantage black here. I don't like whites. I mean, I play the London. I still think knight takes f3 was better than f takes, to be honest.
Oh, but the bishop on c4 was hanging, which is why he couldn't play it.
Oh, was the bishop on c4 hanging? Okay, well then hang away. Then hang away.
No, I think if black isn't, if knight takes could be played safely, I think white is comfortably better. But yeah, black was using this opportunity to weaken the white's kingside pawns.
Okay,
So
trade, queen takes.
yeah, let's trade. Queen takes, queen c6.
Oh,
There is a check on d8, but after I would assume bishop f8, I think white is still. I think black is still doing fine. So if white exchanges queens, then I think black should be should have a comfortable endgame with these weak points in
Yeah.
white's king.
wow.
But yeah,
Felix has just
this-
beaten just one on board 3. Just gonna have a quick
Oh,
look
wow.
to see what happened. I mean, that was quick. Jeez, they are bolting out moves here. Okay, so it was a Dutch defense that we had a look that we getting. Leningrad. You see, I'm not a fan of the Leningrad, but Dutch because of all the weaknesses that can arise. And wow, shucks, a knight on e6 is just not cricket. And yeah, no, this is he just got absolutely munched quickly. Wow.
yeah, it looks like it looks like black did not really make it too far out of the opening. Yeah, I think the Leningrad Dutch is very sharp, but against you have to prepare it well and understand the ideas very well.
No, 100%.
Yeah, like black is trying to get some quick kingside attack going, but in this case, white just broke through on the queen side.
Very, very quickly.
And it's not clear. I don't like rook b8 that was played, but also I don't face the Leningrad Dutch maybe a couple of times, but I never really understood.
Yeah, look,
I find it tricky when like black plays very natural moves to attack on the king side, but I don't think black really got what he wanted here.
No, the Leningrad Dutch is one of the problem with the Leningrad Dutch is that you've got to break through e5. That's the big issue. Its main weapon is you got to break, and as soon as and it's all about timing. If you time it wrong, you're screwed. If you time it right, you're loving life. Like it is one of those very, very, very tough. I'm a Dutch player. I don't play the Leningrad Dutch for exactly that reason, because the breakthrough for it is on e5, and I inevitably get it all wrong. So I'd rather not get into a position where I can get it all wrong. And looks like White's picking up some pawns here.
Yeah. Which back to the fourth board. Yeah.
Yeah, back to the fourth. See. Shall we go to board 2?
Sure. Yeah. Okay, so we have some. Okay, yeah, the board 2 is pleasantly better for white. This is Sicilian, and most of the minor pieces have been traded off, except black has this dark squared bishop and white has this light squared bishop. And with this d6 pawn securely blockaded by white, white is comfortably better here. It's just a lot of suffering for black. He must always watch out for some attack on. Some attacks on f7.
Queen g3. Queen g3 looks rather juicy.
Yeah. Queen g3 ideas. You can lift the other rook back, from d1 to d3, and then go around to attack the king side.
But he's got, because you've got the position with the queen on d3. Yeah.
Yes, that's right. You can, like white can spend a lot of time preparing ideas and moves. So interesting. Black has directly given up the d6 pawn. Maybe he's hoping that after some trades. Okay. He wants rook takes. If you go rook takes d6, rook takes d6, queen takes d6, there is rook to d8, skewering the queen to the rook.
But it doesn't work.
So
queen takes g6. Thanks for playing.
Yeah. So this is that is a good tactic.
I was looking at that.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, just always keep an eye out for your pin. The pawn on f7 is pinned by the knight, by the bishop on b3. And the thing is, it's very quick, like Miles was quite quick to point out, it's very easy to forget about the bishop on b3 and forget that the pawn on f7 is not protected. It's not protecting g6. So, this is definitely a lovely position for white. I would play rook takes d6 and won't even hesitate. I don't know.
Yes, I wonder what the. So it is just a blunder then, right?
Queen takes. Yeah, it must be a blunder. Okay, I did
see rook c6.
I did see rook c6. I did have a look at rook c6.
I see. Yeah, this is still a comfortable pawn for white, though.
Yeah, I mean, he's picked up a whole pawn. I mean, why would he not be happy?
Yep. So I guess queen back to d3 makes some sense, and then white will try to combine attacks on the king side, and maybe try and create a pass pawn on the queen side to convert its advantage. It's still, it's definitely pleasant and better for white, but still some way to go.
What about just queen d7? I don't know why you want to go all the way back. Queen d7 just looks very very beautiful.
Yeah, queen d7. Okay. I think it's in general I would try to keep queens on here. I guess the feeling is that with black's king being less safe, it should be easier to fight for an advantage with the queen still on the board. But yeah, at least so black has given up this pawn, but he's traded a pair of rooks off, and he's got some active play. Maybe this is.
Is it still very low?
Maybe black has achieved something.
Brent, is it still very low?
Sorry?
No. I've got guys are saying that my voice is very low on.
Oh, I see.
On chat. So, is it still very low, or is it better, Brett? How's it, man? It's been a while. How you doing, brother? Congratulations! If those of you don't know, he is again the South African Bokke champion. The man is dominating in Bokke. Look, I think it's a difference of style here, right? One would want to keep the queens. I personally, based on the pawn structure, yes, I know it's opposite bishops and the chances of drawing are always there. But, attacking and keeping pressure on weaknesses is what's, why I would look at queen d7. I like queen b7 because now rook d7 is coming in. I do like this for white.
Yeah, you do have to watch out for this weakness on f2 though.
Yeah.
I think black is putting up a fight. His rook on f6 is very well placed. So he has two pieces pressuring this f pawn. It's not that easy to defend for white. And in general, like even though like opposite colored bishops tend to have drawing possibilities with heavy pieces on, it's still difficult because with the dark squared bishop attacking f2 and white not being able to challenge that bishop on the dark squares, it means that basically the side with initiative often is the favorite sometimes in these opposite colored bishops positions.
Yeah, 100%.
So yeah, we'll see how white handles this.
Whatever you do, don't play queen takes a7. Please do not play queen takes a7, ladies and gentlemen. It's a horrible discovered attack. The bishop is going to zap this pawn with check and just smile at you all day long, because that's your queen gone. So don't take the h6 pawn. It looks juicy. It's poison. Okay, you're going to have sleepless nights if you go for that. So don't do it. Just don't do it. Wow. Okay, so king goes to h6. That's interesting.
Yeah, I mean he's getting out of some attacks on f7. Yeah, this is still an interesting fight because it's not quite clear to me how white can make progress here. Okay, c3 is decent improving move. He's stopping black from pushing b4. Maybe maybe white will try to play a4 and hoping for if b takes a4, then maybe he can use his passed c pawn. But yeah, still a complicated fight left, I think. With this rook on d2.
It's not easy, and obviously because f2 is quite weak, you've got to make decisions. King f1, f3, like what are you going to do? And here comes the queen. The queen is definitely going to come through to c5 and put more pressure on that f2 pawn. So maybe...
Yep, I like this move.
Maybe you must just give up the ghost. Play your queen back to black to e5. Keep it centralized. There's no rush.
Yeah, queen to d5 looks very natural. Attacking the e pawn as well. I guess black will probably play queen e7 maybe.
Yeah.
Just to keep active.
There it is, queen e5. Beautiful chess by both players. Shall we go look at the UK chess moment? Because this is round about the time where he's in time trouble.
Okay.
I know him too well. He's look at that, 35 seconds. I told you, you'll be in time trouble. Something's going to happen. He always gives his opponents a ton of time. And then he somehow swindles positions. Like, I don't know. It's insane how this guy plays chess. He is extremely good, though. Don't take anything away from the UK chess bomber. He's extremely good. But
yeah, white has bishop pair, black's king in the center. White's king relatively safe, equal material. I think white is a heavy favorite here, unfortunately, for the UK chess bomber.
Well, yeah, no, look, I mean, the king's in the center, the bishop's not developed. The king's he needs 3 moves to get his king to safety. Bishop e6, queen d7, castle, then king safe. But I mean, if you do that, then you've got 3 moves for white. What did white play?
I think my position is a lot more updated than yours.
I think so too. I'm about to refresh my page.
Yeah.
Give me a second. Right, that is completely the different position to what I had.
Yeah. This is
wow. Bishop pair versus knight pair. Takes. Okay, knight's there. Trying to trade queens.
That's right. Threatening the queen. So I guess, yeah, so white should try and find a way to keep some initiative going. If black castles queenside, then it won't be very easy.
Okay, but he's going to drop the d pawn.
Yeah.
He drops the d pawn.
Grab the d pawn. Okay, with the bishop pair, this should be pretty comfortable for white. He will either try and combine attacks on black's king and try and make a pass pawn in the center or the e file.
Well,
and then with
the thing is, even if he creates a pass pawn in the center, so law of averages, if we swap the knights and the bishops off, black is still able to draw this game. So the pieces have to stay on.
Yeah. So white should try and find some way to, I guess, probably reposition this light squared bishop to pressure black a bit. Maybe put it on c4. Maybe put it on c4, then d5, and then just try and tie down black's knights. Well, in the meantime, black is looking for some counterplay. Okay, so bishop c4 played. Probably rook to h2 and just trying to cut off white from activating his king. Okay, or rook h3 attacking the f3 pawn. Yeah, interesting.
That's quite nice because rook c1. Now we're going to see knight to e5. I would assume we're going to see knight e5. I would.
Knight e5 makes some sense. Yeah. Probably just bishop e2 back.
Yeah, no, bishop e2 back, 100%. But it's at least something entertaining to. The problem is, what are you going to do with the other knight? The other knight hasn't got a home to go to. That's the problem. Okay, so attack the bishop. I would play rook f2 here. Happy to trade.
Rook f2. I would even consider something like king d1. Oh, which is played. Yeah. So the king will be, I think, relatively nicely placed closer to these pawns.
Yep.
Just to free up the bishops to try and harass black more. So, like, probably, ideally, if we can get the king to sit on e2 and the bishop on d5, that would look very impressive for white. But he still,
Warwick
he still has to get rid of this rook first.
Warwick have taken a 2-0 lead, and Berkeley has gone down 2-0.
Some board 3, yeah.
Very quickly.
Hopefully,
we got a draw on board 4. So that's Teking game on board 4 with that. That was the London system we were looking at. They petered out to a draw there. So we need Goldfeet needs to win. UK Chess Bomber needs to bring something to the table, because Warwick are hunting down 4.5 points at high speed. They've already on 2.5. Not much more left. There's not much more left, is there? Okay, so rook there. Oof.
So yeah, now in some positions, black will be looking for a fork.
Rook takes bishop. Rook takes bishop.
It's just
and then knight takes, or he doesn't do it.
And then knight d4 check, king d3, knight takes e2. It's just an exchange of pieces. And with the bishop against the knight in the endgame, it's still probably about equal. I think for black to have chances, I don't know. It's very tricky. I think he should keep. Yeah, if he has one knight against one bishop, he should probably try to keep he should try and get rid of the dark square bishop.
Yeah.
Because with pawns, white's pawns currently sitting on the light squares, maybe he can try to blockade on the dark squares, and just claim that this bishop on f1, this light square bishop, is not, functioning at full capacity, and his knight can hold against it. But yeah, not super simple.
F4 here.
F4, there's knight g3 check, blundering the exchange.
Okay.
So that's why white played bishop to e2, and then black is preventing white. So yeah, from pushing this f pawn. So yeah, it's so the game is taking approximately the route that I was expecting it to. White is trying to create a pass pawn on the king side, and black is fighting with all of his forces to try and stop that from happening.
It's beautiful. It's a lovely endgame to play, and the knight g4 is always a threat.
Yeah, because the pawn is now pinned. So yeah, the not super simple. Okay, rook f1 played, and knight h4 attacking the f3 pawn 3 times. It's also defended 3 times, so black is not threatening anything yet, but also tricky for white to try and make progress here. Okay, so he exchanges a pair of the dark square bishop for the knight, and now there's this f4 square for white for black's knight. So if you can see the knight sit on f4, and just clamping down on this f4 square, it will be much more difficult for black to create white to create a pass pawn on the king side, and white might have to try and stir up some trouble on the queen side instead.
There are moves like Rook B8, but are there? Is it enough? And is it going to work? That's the thing. Oh, Warwick are now sitting. Gold Feet lost that position, so Warwick are now sitting 3.5 with a point to go. Petts Wood and Orpington are scrambling here. UK Chess Bomber has to pull something from this position.
Yes. So Warwick is one win away from winning the match, I believe.
One win away from winning the match. Oof.
So, Black is playing this position well. He's won a pawn on the queen side, and he's got this. He's got this f4 square under control for now.
He's going to take the draw because of time, which means he's not. He's not going for the draw. Okay, so knight to g6, surely.
I would consider knight g2 as well.
Oh, knight g2 is nice. Yep, knight g2 played. Knight f4.
And now I can go to f4. Or maybe, does he have knight e2 check as well?
Knight e1 check.
Oh yeah, that's right. Knight e1 check. And then, I guess it makes some sense to keep this as an open option as well. Yeah, now Black's king has reached the queen side, so with the black king holding the b pawn, and within, close to the e pawn as well. Black is dropping the e pawn. This is still going to be White has made some progress here. So, looks like still an interesting. Okay. Warwick is on White on this one, so this is not good news for Petts Wood and Orpington.
Not at all. But the fight is on. Got to keep fighting.
Oh, but White is losing this f pawn though, so there's still drawing chances here.
Yeah. Do you play king g? Okay, we're saying king this way.
This way, White can try and pick up the a pawn. I guess that's the point. Rook to e6 check, followed by rook takes a6. And then, White also has to be a bit careful here, not to have some sort of mating net set up against him. So let's see. Rook.
Knight takes pawn?
Rook takes is also an idea. Oh, wait, he's playing for mate.
Wow, he's playing for mate.
Rook b2 is mate.
Yep.
This could be a comeback.
If you play a4, you got b4.
b4, that's right.
Can he get out of this, mate?
I don't see it. Maybe White's I think White is lost here.
What?
I don't see an antidote.
What?
He's been tricked.
He has been tricked. And I want to point out, when we came over, he had less than 20 seconds on his clock, and White had 4 minutes on his clock. This is why I love the UK Chess Bomber. He's always doing stuff like this. Always.
That is so resourceful.
How do you get out of this? Can the king get out of this? Rook b2
I don't see it at all.
The only move you've got is a4 doesn't solve it. b4, and that's the end of that.
a4, b4. Yeah, I don't see a solution. And
he
White resigns.
He resigns. Wait, hang on.
Yeah.
A4,
so that's an important.
But can't you just play a5 and then the king goes to a4? I want to go back there. Hold on. I want to go back there. If you play a4, oh no, you play check first and then you play b4, mate. Oh, that is nasty.
Ah, that's right.
Oh, that is nasty. He pulled a rabbit out of a hat. Well done, UK Chess Bomber. Wow, that is insane chess right there. Let's go to the bottom board. Keeping Petts Wood and Orpington alive. And, wow. Who is this here? T-King in all sorts of trouble here. T-King in all sorts of trouble. What on earth opening was this? How do you get yourself into...
This looks like some sort of dragon gone wrong for white. Very wrong.
Why don't you play King G6?
Oh, sorry. Wrong game.
Why don't you play King G6? Surely King G6 is the move you play here.
Let me just check I have the right game on the board. Okay. Not quite right.
Okay, well, T-King's in a lot of trouble. That's all I know.
I have a more updated position, and it looks like he survived. He managed to run his king to d7.
Yeah, no, I've got the king
Oh,
d7.
yeah.
Last move was g4. Last move was g4.
g4, yeah.
It is crazy.
Yeah. This
But I'm sure when he played bishop takes h7, king takes knight check. Isn't the move king g6 there?
which move?
It was on move. On move 11? Bishop
Move
takes
11?
h7. King takes knight g5. Isn't the move king g6 there?
King g6. There's queen d3 maybe, or queen g4.
Yeah, but this is normal. Isn't this normal? I mean,
Looks like it should work for white. It looks like.
Okay.
I think king g6.
Maybe it's a different position where king g6 is played.
Yeah, there's some ideas of there's always like king g6 ideas, but I think yeah, this one looks like a very good version for white. Yeah, so he played rook f1. How did black escape this? How did white allow this to happen? Yeah, it seems like by some miracle, black was able to walk out of this one with his king.
Listen, I don't know if you were playing black. I don't think any one of us would be happy with this position. I mean, you're sitting there, biting your nails. You'll have no nails left. Absolutely no nails left.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It seems like white tried to play, because now white has no attack, right? He's given the piece. Black's king is now in the center, where it's actually relatively safe with the king with the queen close to it, and also being able to run to c7 and out. And yeah, white's king might come under fire soon. So right now, knight e3 is being played, and there's this knight c2 with a fork, and also you're hitting the rook on f2. And on rook f2, you're stepping to the diagonal of the bishop, so it's not easy for white at the moment.
No, I appreciate that this is not an easy position for white. It's not easy for black either. Let's be.
That's right.
And I mean, knight e3. What a nice move to actually find, because you are threatening c2. You're also threatening knight c5, which is an outpost. A lovely outpost that you can't do anything about. And once the king goes to c7, bishop e7, rook c8, king b8, I'm just randomly shouting out moves for black here. How are you getting to that king? Because the king started, let's just point this out, the king started on h7, right? It has made its way. It'll make its way all the way to b8, and you've got nothing on that side of the board. Nothing. All your attack is on the king's side. So I'm curious how you deal with this.
I wonder where white went wrong. So he went rook f1 with the idea of rook f3 to h3, but black seems to be in time because of rook f3. There's queen e7, and then hold on a minute.
But queen, ooh.
Rook f3, queen e7, queen g6.
I'm going to ignore. You know what? I'm going to be greedy. Knight takes c2.
Yeah. Oh, in the current position, knight e3, f5 was played,
Knight C2.
Yeah, even
Knight takes rook even. I mean, doesn't matter.
I would knight takes f1 looks better because the rook that is participating in the game is on f1.
Yeah. No, the only reason why I want to take the c pawn is that it's another pawn, right?
Right. Yeah.
I said.
But,
I did
is
say I was going to be greedy. Let me rephrase.
Very greedy. Yeah, knight takes f1 is greedy. Knight takes c2 is very greedy.
Very greedy.
Yeah?
100%. No, as long as we agree it's very greedy, we're good. No.
Yeah.
But okay, on the greater scheme of things, knight takes f1 is absolutely the way to go. I am so tempted to play rook takes rook takes e3.
Rook takes e3. Rook takes e6.
Yeah, rook takes e6.
Yeah. Rook takes e6, pawn takes, and then we run the king.
King to c7, 100%.
King to c7, that's right.
You run like
you
run the chicken that you are. Just run.
That's right.
Because then all of white's pawns are gone. That e pawn can't go forward, which is great. You've got to be careful that black's queen can come to the h file. And once you release your bishop on c8, the rook on a8 comes alive. Yeah, I think I would definitely play rook takes here.
Yeah, I just for argument's sake, can we play rook takes e6, pawn takes, and then king takes e6?
I knew you were going to ask.
I wouldn't do it, but for the greed, right?
For the greed,
I think definitely king. Yeah, okay. You just don't want to play king e7 here, but king c7 is the most natural to me.
Yeah. Look, I think king c7 makes all the sense. The pawns are going to drop. The bishop's hitting, because once you play king c7, right? King's going to take the knight. Bishop's going to take e6, and all of a sudden, the problem is that both kings are in trouble. Well, I mean, white's king is more in trouble than black's king. Oh, king c7 is played.
King c7 played. Yeah.
T-king, you beauty. And Petts Wood
I think he's going to take this one home.
Loving you. Yeah, I think he's going to bring this one home as well. Petts Wood and Orpington are cheering hard for T-King here, because if he can pull this and UK can pull his and Goldfeet can redeem himself, then Petts Wood and Orpington win the match. So it's a comeback of sorts, if you want to put it that way.
Yeah.
They were staring down the barrel of 3.5. UK Chess Bomber with 10 seconds on his clock turns the match around with 1 point. And it's amazing, because I can guarantee you someone like UK Chess Bomber, just play queen to
queen e7.
Queen e7.
Yep.
Simple. We're happy to trade queens. We're in the trading business now. I think a player like UK Chess Bomber, when he brings up a point like that, I can guarantee you his team was aware of what was happening on his board. By him turning that game around for Petts Wood and Orpington, it gives the team, like if this was over the board, you would be watching that and you'd be like, yeah, we can do this now. You know, our board one pulled it off, I can pull it off. You know what I mean? That euphoria around the team is there. I don't think it has the same effect in an online game, but there we go. Knight takes, and this should be
a clean piece,
a solidly clean piece. And rook f8 now. Rook f8 is looking beautiful. We don't even have to take
rook f8 to f2. That's right.
Yeah, rook f2. Well, maybe bishop takes g4 first.
I would play rook f2 and take on c2 with tempo on the bishop on b2.
You're just being like, I mean, I've heard of greed, but I mean, you're just being really greedy now.
Okay, he went for your move. Bishop takes g4. Yeah, but everything should be winning for black here. Anything sensible. Like he has a safer king. He has more pieces. White has only one pawn for the piece, so it's not enough here, especially against the bishop pair.
Yeah, I think you just play rook f2 now.
Yeah, you can even be. I'm trying to think of a way to control the g3 square so that rook f2 comes with check and the king has to be forced back.
Yeah.
But I don't think Um,
No, he's going for
yeah, king g3. Yeah.
And then you just play bishop back to, do you see, bishop back to d6, nice and easy. And you're going to pick up the c2 pawn. Remember, the bishop's then going to come to f1. Okay, he is attacking the knight. That's a bit rude.
Yeah. Knight f5 check is coming. Yeah, it looks all over. He has to walk into some discovered check, which, yeah, I guess it doesn't win material immediately, but yeah, it's not good.
Rook g2.
G2 is good. I would even play g6 here just to block off the h5 square for the king and try and set up some sort of mating net.
Yeah, I'm looking for that mating net. Yeah, but rook g2. Okay, the king goes back here. Rook g2.
Yeah.
Oh, he just takes the
rook
pawn.
c2 played. Yeah, that's also very logical. Yeah, knight d5. I think it can be taken. He wants to take the knight on f5. Yeah, I don't think it matters that much. Yeah, white is still trying to fight here, but don't think he's gonna make it. Rook f2. Rook f2, king g6. Maybe that's not what black wants. Maybe something. Yeah, maybe just some improving move with the bishop on a7. I think, or maybe something like rook to c3, trying to just pressure some pawns.
Yeah.
On the queen side, or even take the pawn on h2.
Just worried about.
Yeah, lots of options here.
Like king g6 is always a nasty.
On king g6, then I play rook to g2 with a pin, and it's not that easy to. You have to step back to get out of it.
Yeah.
So rook g2 is an idea after king g6. I think we might see it on the board. There's not that many options for white either.
Are we going to see rook c1, bishop c6 here?
Rook c1, I would play king d7 maybe.
Yeah, but then you got rook d2, rook d1. Okay, so he's played this.
Yeah. Okay, he's going for the touchdown, but I don't think. I think just rook.
What about bishop c6?
Rook f2 check, king e5. Bishop c6 works also. It's very solid. Just control the queening square. Looks very solid to me. So here check, I guess. Oh, counter check. Okay. Now king d8 walks into rook d1. So not. I think king c6 or king b6, or maybe just king c8 and then bring the bishop to c6.
Yeah,
king c8. I think.
I think king c8 is the move.
Yeah.
Okay, it looks like gold feet. So we happy that black should bring this home, yeah?
Yes,
I think so. Let's go to board 2.
Okay. Board 2, same color bishops. Black is up a pawn. And let's see. Okay, so yeah, white should try and remove this blockade. Okay, h5 is a great move. I really like it. So it fixes the pawn on h4 to be on a dark square so that the bishop can attack it. And now, yeah, black can play forever here, so he can. Yeah, I would try to reroute the bishop to control the e3 square to remove white's blockade of this. So if we can, let's say bishop b8 to a7 check, the white's king has to step back, and then black can step in with king to f3. King to g4, and then try and bring the bishop back around to. Okay, so he goes bishop d6 with bishop c5 ideas. Yeah, I think. Yeah, white is.
So tricky.
White is going.
What about
bishop? This should be winning.
Bishop f4 here.
Bishop f4. Yeah. So bishop f4 is a good move played. Very good.
Okay. Now.
Yeah, and then the king.
King g4.
King g4, very natural. Also keeping an eye on the h pawn. Yeah, or even.
Yeah,
I think-
because if you play... Okay, you got the wrong colored bishop for the win.
Yeah, we're gonna keep the e pawn alive, and we're gonna walk the king in as far as it can. And then if bishop has to step away from the h pawn, then we take the h pawn and we go 2 pawns up. I think that's how this should be won.
But the bishop is always going to stay on that diagonal to keep a pawn.
That's right. So we have to combine ideas of pushing the e pawn with threatening the h pawn. Let's see.
I think you've got to play bishop g4, swap the bishop off for the other bishop. King takes the pawn, then your king comes back and you cover g2. I think that's the way to do it. So I think bishop g3 here. Yeah, bishop g3.
Bishop g3 allows king e3.
That's fine. Then bishop.
Your
bishop takes
yeah.
pawn. Bishop takes bishop.
With
king
tempo.
takes, king takes, and then your king comes back with opposition, which is what you want. So this is.
Yeah. King g3 at the end of the line. That's right. Yeah, this looks winning. Yeah.
Wow, Cold Feet is swinging it around. So we should get T-King, we should get Gold Feet, and then we take it to 3.5 each. Beautiful.
That's right. And so...
Okay, bishop takes pawn. There's nothing to discuss here, nothing to think about, just bishop takes pawn.
Yeah. Yeah, so black is going to win this one, and then so that just leaves the top board, second game, right?
Yeah. I just want to check that T-King has secured that win.
Not yet, I don't see it, but should be soon.
Still stuck. I don't know if my board didn't change. So let me just see if the boards change. Just give me a second. Okay, yeah, you know, this should be winning. Well, he is threatening rook to d2. He's making this a little harder than it should be.
Has black been frozen in the same position?
No,
for the last...
refresh. The king's
Okay.
on d6. There's a pawn on rook d7's just been played. Season started in August. Shucks.
Okay. Yeah, white is stuck here, right? He can't make progress. The king has been cut off. The rook has to stay on the d file to cut off the black king.
Oh, beautiful
And then
move. b5 is a beautiful move.
b5, pawn is traded. So now bishop to d6 will come and pick up the b pawn.
Yeah.
So I guess white plays rook to d4 here, and then black will play bishop d7 anyway, and pick up the pawn with a rook.
Yeah, this is looking very, very winning now.
Yeah. Rook d2 played. I guess bishop d6. He wants to check.
Bishop d6 must be played here.
Yeah. Rook b2. There's bishop e7 with the idea of rook to f6 check and picking up the pawn.
Yep. And there's also rook to f4 picking up the pawn. Just by the
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, even bishop e7 now.
Rook b1 now is actually worth it as well. Okay, he's gone.
Bishop e7 played. Yeah, we can always. The e pawn is a dangerous one. We know that we can always pick up the b4 pawn later.
Yeah,
so it makes sense to pick up the e pawn first.
Yeah, 100%. Okay. So it is 3.5.
Good
So
technique.
Goldfeet has brought in that points with that bishop pawn ending. It's just this game, and then we'll definitely head over to UK. And looking at the time on the clocks, I bet you UK is in time trouble again. So I just want to see T-King bring this home. Let me just have a quick look. Okay, UK Chess Bomber is in not so much time trouble. It's a minute versus 2, so he's comfortable there.
Yeah, this is an interesting position. Rook against two minor pieces, but the rook is active. And pawn is dropping on a7. So white will have a material advantage. And decently active pieces. I like white here.
Do you play rook f6 now? Yes, rook f6. King has to move. Rook takes pawn. And this is about all she wrote now. King to c6. Rook to e4. Yeah, it's all falling apart. It looks like Teak is bringing this home now.
That's right.
King b6.
King d6, rook f6 check will be played.
No, king b6.
The pawn will drop. Yeah.
Okay, he's going to go king d5. He's trying to be fancy.
Yeah. With a pawn on b5 left, it is winning. If there's no pawn, there's hope for black to that's objectively a draw, but it's still difficult with to hold bishop against.
No, king c4, Papa. King c4 was the move. Okay. But now you just push b4. Rook to e2. The beautiful thing is that king can do what it wants. Rook to e7 or e8. It doesn't matter. The king's never coming across. The rook has to stop a king and a bishop. All right, king to c4.
Yeah, it's not enough.
King to c4, come.
Yeah, the king is cut off. I think even without the bishop, it should be winning.
Oh yeah, no. This is
and
there it is.
Resigns.
Right, it's the penultimate game. UK chess bomber. Can he do it again? He's got 30 seconds left. He's 2 pieces for rook. Oh no, that's not. Oh wait, it is his move. So he can play rook takes. Oh wait, hang on, my board's not changed. Sorry, my bad. My bad. The board is not right.
Yeah, okay. I see the position now where white has two rooks on the 7th rank.
I've got the exact same one.
And yeah, okay. Rook e8 played using the knight to hold the f7 pawn. But it's not so stable there. White will try for f4 and then bring the king to f2 to hold the e pawn, bring the rook back to d7, and then try to push g5 to fork the black pieces.
So
king g2, also logical.
King f3.
So black is trying to untangle his minor pieces on the king side, but this is tricky because there's no so just then I quite like the move bishop to h4, trying to pressure the pawn on f2. So here white is threatening mate on f7, so black will block it with one of his pieces. I'm not sure which is the best choice here. Probably, I would guess probably the bishop.
Yeah, he blocked the bishop, so the pawn went to g5. Now we've got the knight out of the game, which is always nice to have. And of course, h4 is going to come into play. Yep, there's h4, and yep, takes it. Sure. What do you do?
Yeah, I think black has untangled a bit here. He's going to get either the rook exchange, and he's going to get the rook exchange and probably pick up the g5 pawn. In any case, after this exchange of pieces, white is going to be able to bring out. Black is going to be able to bring out this knight. So forcing the exchange while preserving.
Okay, so now rook
king position.
Rook to g7. Okay.
Oh, I like this move better. Rook to g7 on knight e7. The rook is kind of stuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so who is playing for advantage here?
So I think black is playing.
I think black. Yeah. But it's very difficult. So if black has to try some way to activate his king, but it's not all that easy. I guess his idea is to bring the knight to e5, then blockade the 7th rank on f7, and then he can bring his king up.
All right, so now king to f4. Okay.
Yep, knight f7 played. And the next move, I suspect, should be king e7 to bring the king up. Oh wait, the g5 pawn is hanging.
Yeah, the g5 pawn was hanging here.
So it's taken.
Check. Rook takes
Oh.
bishop.
Oh, 96.
Oh,
That is
96.
cheeky.
96. Oh my gosh. That's unfortunate.
Okay, so the knight goes back to e6 anyway and securely blockades the pawn. And then black can think about pushing the g-pawn down the board. He can also try to consolidate a bit more. Maybe activate the bishop.
Yeah,
With
looks like
bishop
looks like there's no.
e7 to c5. Okay, bishop c7 also makes some sense to pressure the pawn.
Okay, but now rook here, rook a7.
Oh, this could get tricky. This could get tricky. Bishop's on c7 is loose. Now king will go to d5
King
to try and pressure the knight.
Yeah,
Is black dropping a piece here? No, there's a check.
king.
What about... Yeah, so knight e6 here is forced.
King,
and
king
then
d5.
white
King d5.
will
He's gonna
try
go for
to
the
go
draw.
king d5.
He's gonna go for the draw. He's gonna go.
He
for
might
the
go to
draw.
he
King
might
d4.
go to c6
King
as
d4.
well.
If he goes for the draw, go for the draw. Go for the draw. Then you're not knocked out. Go for the draw. Go for the draw. Go for the
And
draw.
And your prediction was right after all.
Spot on. 4-4, ladies and gentlemen. The man of the hour.
Yeah. Black fought Petts Wood fought extremely well
Absolutely.
to get this draw in the second half.
Absolutely.
That is
What-
fantastic.
And good games all around. I mean, take nothing away from Warwick, take nothing away from Petts Wood and Orpington. It was insane chess played. UK Chess Bomber, swindler in the first game, but definitely pulling it, showing some real skill with coming into the second game. I mean, rook and knight, and you still get a draw? Darling, please. Guys, if this doesn't tell you don't give up when you're a piece down, then I don't know what will. Miles, which team would you fear the most against the New Zealand team?
I think we lost to Petts Wood in an earlier round, but I don't think we brought our strongest team. But I like these teams. Like I think if we bring our finest, I think we can put up a good fight against either of these teams. I can
Very,
check
very
our past
diplomatic,
results.
Miles.
Yeah.
It is so good to get a prediction right for a change.
It's first time in a while, Andrew, and also first time in a while that I think for a very, very long time that we've had a midweek match, and I think it's actually better than the Football Champions League at the moment, because those games everyone knows who's going to win. Man City are going through, Inter Milan are going to go through, but this was quite something. I mean, well done both teams getting players out, rearranging out midweek. It's really strong players. Warwick showing why they're such a supreme chess university. But then Petts Wood and Orpington fighting back from the brink. That UK chess bomb the first game, as Andrew's saying, that turned things around. Because that result doesn't go through, then the rest of the team know that the match is lost and they play passively for draws, etc. But they pull that back. Extraordinary game. And thanks, Miles, for joining us at such short notice as well. That was a real treat because your insight was far greater than mine, and dare I say, Andrew's.
Thank you.
No, it's good to have you, Miles.
As I mentioned, Miles. It's been a while. But Miles, your team are up against Oxford University.
Yeah.
Which is it your sister goes there? Is that my?
Not yet, but soon. Yeah.
We'll soon go there, so you can make your sibling rivalry there. You can knock your sister's future university out of the competition. So classic rivalries I like to see. But as for both of these teams, they reached 7 points. What it does mean is that they have to win their last game to qualify for the playoffs. But my goodness, that was quite. Warwick will be Warwick would be kicking themselves over the advantage that they had. However, Petts Wood and Orpington done so well this season. You can't say a draw's a bad result in theory. Who knows? Maybe you have to see at the end of the season whether they look back as a point gained, as half a point gained or a point lost. We shall have to see.
Yeah. Peter, can I ask you? Who's the board one from Warwick? It's an Australian FM. It looks like. Just wondering if.
Oh yeah, that's a guy called Sam Chow.
Sam Chow. Okay.
Yeah, he's a really good player. He played in the overboard 2020 tournaments. I think he's a lecturer at Warwick. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. But he's an absolutely terrific player. But what a clash that was for the ball one as well. There's games you'd like to see. Andrew, you're going to put this on YouTube, I hope, if you can.
I will put it on YouTube. You can tell the guys I'll actually upload it now when we finished. I will upload it to YouTube because we've done hundreds of these games. I wonder actually, scarily how many games. Well, we've covered hundreds of games, obviously, matches actually. But this is nice. Come back.
This is up there. I'd say this has to be up there in the top 10.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Easy. With what was at stake. That's what I was trying to emphasize earlier. It's like there's a whole season. You start in August. That's 8 months ago. And it all comes down to these tiny moments.
They could have done an Arsenal today.
Yes. Yeah. It could have been. It could have been Barcel's. And those just tuning in, we've just seen a extraordinary match. Petts Wood and Orpington against Warwick University in round 9 of the World Chess League.live. Andrew, do you want to maybe play a couple of bits games against Miles? Have you got time?
Sure, I've got some time. You up for it, Miles?
Sure, I can do that.
All right, you know where I am.
Yep. See.
I've got to be as long as you like, guys, but I've got to make a chess-related phone call in 10 minutes. But I'll leave you guys to sign off or stay as long as you like.
Yeah, we'll play one or two to end the stream off. How's that?
Sounds good.
Depending how badly Miles beats me up this evening.
I don't think we're friends on chess. Oh, maybe
we are. We are. I'm sure you've challenged me before.
Yeah. It's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, no. It's been a very long while.
Gotcha. 3 minute?
3 minutes, good by me.
Okay.
There it is. I see you. Right. Let's go. Oh no, not again. I hate it when you do this.
Okay, now I have a normal-ish position, which is always good news.
Took all your time to get to a normal position.
It's an interesting gambit. Do I accept it? I think I should.
Okay, so I'm going to go here. Here.
Yeah, my hope was that this should hold. Okay.
I don't know. I think I've played
Interesting point there.
I think I played this a bit badly.
Let's see. Is it time to give material back? Okay, I think I have to go for it.
I have to take here.
Oh, I missed this one. Now it gets interesting.
Did you miss bishop e6?
Yeah, I missed bishop d6.
Ah.
Okay, I think I just have to go back.
Okay, well, I'm going to apply pressure and get pawns. That's my theory. Sure. Let's go here. I'll be very sad if I
Very
can't.
logical. Very logical.
I'm very sad if I can't win this.
I don't think the position is that simple yet.
No, I don't think the position is simple at all. Okay.
Yeah, I think probably I'm surviving this, but I have to be precise.
I think you're surviving this, yeah. It annoys me. It irks me, as they say. Okay, well, on the principle of I need to get pawns, that's the rule I'm playing by.
Yeah, this is also a very logical move. Let's see. Not so simple.
No. Okay, so now I can play this. Queen a5 looks interesting, by the way.
Yeah, but I thought the bishop on d7 would be too loose there. So now I only have, yeah.
Leave my queen alone. I like my queen. My queen and I have feelings for each other. Yes, your speed also drives me insane.
Yeah, I think that's yeah, it's time to pick up the speed now. Oops.
I'll take that. Oh shit.
I'm gonna have to flag you, I'm sorry. I might get mated first.
Ah!
Oh boy.
Ah! Stupid, stupid, stupid. Ah! Oh! Old age. I'm just claiming old age. That's my claim to fame. I like sticking I like sticking pieces in holes. It makes me feel like that they're achieving something.
Yeah, it's a good outpost. I think you have achieved something here. So the question is, how do I survive?
I don't know. Just flag me as the apparent answer.
That's plan B. That's plan A is to actually play a decent game.
Okay, I have to do this.
Okay. That's very aggressive.
Well, you know, to each their own about the aggression levels, you know.
Yep.
I'm working on the
I might just be crushed here. I think it feels like it's going that way.
I work on the principle you've got to, you know, when there's a king in the center, just make it work, you know.
That's right. Attack.
Okay. Let's go for plan B. Yes, you really don't want my you really don't want my pieces to come in, do you?
That's right. That is that I will not tolerate.
I was very happy with my piece doing what it was doing.
So now A4 is useful, yeah, because it prevented bishop.
That A4 is
bishop B5 check.
That A4 is nasty.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, it doesn't work actually. Damn. No, I forgot that knight G goes to E2. I did forget about that. That's annoying.
Yeah, you still have some play afterwards, but I have to take it anyway. Just just to work this out.
Well, the problem is, how do I penalize you? That's the
I think objectively black is winning here, but you have to find the way to knock me out here.
Yeah, no, you've got to. There's got to be. Yo, that can't be right. Knight takes pawn takes queen check queen in the way it doesn't work. Knight takes pawn takes. Wait, I haven't got time to actually analyze this. I just don't have time to analyze this.
That looks correct.
Oh, crumbs. It's under attack. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I take the more expensive one.
Yeah, no, the time is not yeah, I blame this. I'm sure there was something there. I just did not.
Yeah, I think
just don't think I had the
it
time.
definitely was. Let me. There was one particular move I was scared of. I think it was Okay, let me just make sure I don't mess something up at this final hurdle. Let's grab this one.
Yeah, no, I'm just too slow.
I think on knight c4 maybe you have. Oh, I was thinking about queen c5 at some point. But my queen is eyeing that.
Yeah, queen c5 is still that bishop takes rook though. Are you talking about when after knight c4? I'm not sure that.
There was some queen c5 idea, but I don't see it just yet. Let's see.
Queen d6 is not an option here.
6.
Yeah, because you can't play knight takes bishop because of rook takes knight check and I win the queen.
Yeah.
So queen d6 could be the option here. Queen e6.
Yeah, or after rook d3, just double the rooks. I don't think.
Oh yeah, of course,
Yeah.
just double the rooks. Oh, but I mean, there's not a hell of a lot. I mean, there's too many options here. I think that's the thing. There's just too many options.
Yeah, okay. The computer's telling me that after knight c4 it's equal.
Really?
Yeah.
Listen, we weren't even convinced it was anywhere close to equal. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I have the evaluation, but yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but knight c4, queen c5. I think.
It says
Strong.
my knight b5 is a brilliant move. Just by the way.
Oh yeah, I definitely think getting the bishop to b5 is so important. Just bring out all of your attackers. Yeah.
But
Yeah, nice.
How did I stuff it up after knight b5? A takes, B takes.
Bishop takes, knight e2.
Can you believe that in that position you minus 10? How?
I think like neither of my rooks nor my bishops are doing anything. So I think just rook d8 and just bring more pieces into attack. It should just pull through.
So what is the move that they want? So didn't like rook e3.
Yeah, rook
queen
h to
d6.
d8.
Queen d6 is the move.
Queen d6 is also logical. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then queen d6 to b6 to get to f2.
Yes.
Yeah, that looks very strong.
Oh man. Okay, but I'm not going to see that in 33 seconds. Like reality, I'm not going to see that in 33 seconds. I'm looking at something a little bit more forceful. But wow. Okay. Well, it's nice to know that position was that commanding, and with more time, maybe find the right answer. But
yeah, it seems like I still have to work on this opening to get a more playable position.
No, don't play the bomb cloud is the period answer. But okay, Miles, thanks so much for the games, man. It is it is a lovely 10:30 in the evening in South Africa, so I'm gonna go head off to bed.
I see. Yep, sounds good.
Guys, that is Miles. Thank you so much for joining us for the stream. We'll be back again tomorrow. We're doing Paradigm from. Have you played Paradigm, Miles?
I have not. What is Paradigm?
It's a chess variant. Go check it out on chess.com. It's
Oh, okay. I see.
The bishops move like knights. They dragon bishops. Go check it out. I think you'll enjoy it. I think you'll enjoy it. It's from the Shanghai Chinese chess. How the dragon bishop moves. Go check it out. It's a really cool thing.
I see.
But yeah. I'll be playing that tomorrow evening, guys. I'll be streaming that, and I might even do a lesson right after that, depending if I'm in the mood. But that's me from the Chess Heroes, and Miles, thanks again for joining us, and we'll see you again Sunday. It seems that we'll be doing some more commentary. That's us from Chess Heroes. Good night.
Yep. All right. Pleasure. Good night.